Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 49 of our Motorsport Manager Let's Play with our creator team. If you like this series and you're enjoying it, please subscribe and like. I'm just getting that out of the way now because I keep forgetting to do it during the video. But first thing we're going to do this season, or this video rather, is we're going to look at our drivers. Now, I went and I've scouted all these guys because I've realised I hadn't done it. So the only other thing I'm going to do is we're going to renew Alonso Vial's contract. He's 22, just under 5-star potential. Interesting negotiating. Says wages aren't very important, so let's try and lowball him actually. Let's save some money. We'll go for number 1. He prefers a long contract. Bonus size isn't very important, so we'll do our usual. Not going to max it out because it says it's not very important, but we'll do first on both with a big bonus to boot. And we'll try and save that money on his wages. See if we can save a lot of money. That's one of the best things about getting a good potential driver, is the more you renew their contract, the happier they are to take pay cuts. Car repairs are finished. We've got our new front wing, of course, so let's get that working on already. We'll take this one off and put this one on, and we'll go on to all reliability. We've got another front wing coming. This is such a big upgrade that it's not even worth it. And we've got another part coming that will be here before the next race anyway, I believe. Contract proposal on front wing, so there you go. So we can work on both of those. Brakes also getting there. So, other than that, staff's good, sponsors are okay. We're not losing too much money per race. We've now actually freed up a lot of money for this season, because we've stayed on budget. Based on what it was for last season, we're in actually very, very good shape. So I'm happy with where we are as a team financially now. Contract proposal, it's probably going to be rejected, yes. So he is insulted by the wage, so let's increase to that much. He's happy with everything else. He's got 1 patience left, so hopefully we can get this. We'll just get rid of that notification. Choosing a vote, perfect. Here we go. So target update, we're third, way better than what we had planned on. And I said it was going to be suspension that we were going to look at, so we're going to look at that. So let's see, view votes and look at spec part. Suspension is exactly what we want. We will find it somewhere in here. Suspensions can no longer be developed in house. There we go. Perfect. Got a decent rear wing coming for next season. We've got a decent. We're improving the front wing, and we've got the best gearbox. Well, we've got a really good gearbox facility. So, spec suspension. Says it won't benefit us, but whatever. It will, because it will save us a shed load of money. Each point of this season, we've got front wing coming in an hour, so let's have a look at that. Suspension done, front wing done even. So suspension 750,000 per part. So it's going to save us a lot of money doing that. So what we can do is this, and this. This will be our part for next season. Going up to 607. Happy days. As you see, big boost to each one by doing that. So I'm happy with that. It's going to cost us £1 million. We're going to build that part. That is for next season, of course, and we will improve parts, and we will take. I kind of want to just keep this on just now, so debating what to do. Let's take the brakes off, because brakes are spec next year anyway, so they're not quite as important to get up. And we will go with the front wing. That's our last front wing that we're making this year for this car. So happy with that. Let's have a look at car. It's improved us up to 8th on front wing, 7th on rear wing, but we're really up there in terms of the bar. And we've obviously got that improvement coming next year. So we're not that far off the best one already. Current driver lineup. It's nice to know that the drivers are some of the best in the group. I assume that's because of our reserve driver, we're so low then. And we've got Alonso Vial considering that contract. Josh Wright is a driver we've just scouted. We'll add him to the favourites. Got very, very poor markability though, so I'm actually going to just take him straight back off. Because I'd rather have a driver with markability so we can get the 5-star sponsors, which is the reason why right now we made a profit after the last race. So political vote, spec suspension systems, and we're going to use all our votes on this, and we're going to vote for it. It says it'll disadvantage us, but whatever. Skip to the end. And we approve that, so we've got 2 more spec parts coming in for next season. Both the brakes and suspension, where we're worse, one of the worst on the grid, if not the worst in both, are going to be spec parts. Says it wasn't going to benefit us. Can't see any reason why it's not. We're now going to travel to Rio de Janeiro. And we'll do practice. We'll take 7 for above again. And 50% on each of these tyres. It is a 25 lap race, so again I will assess my setup in practice. We're going to have a look at fit parts. So front wing, we are going to go with this one and this one. He's now unhappy. Actually, let's swap them round, because what's this plus? Plus 40 during the race. Okay, stuff it. You're getting that VL. I know you don't like it, but tough luck, son. Look at this upgrade we've got coming for next season though. So good, that one. That upgrade, and it's not even getting improved yet, I don't think. Oh, it is. So it's slowly getting improved. That's fine. We're going to go into practice anyway, guys. For real, I'll see you after the race. First and second in practice. First and second in qualifying. What more can I ask for? Some serious good work from the lads. It's got to be a bit rainy. It was a rainy in practice, so we've got some intermediate tyre ability. In fact, we are going to definitely be starting on inters here. We're going to go with soft tyres and race trim. In fact, I'm not even convinced we're going to use soft tyres, so cancel that just now. Yeah, we're going to go for the super softs and race trim on both. In fact, we'll go for inters and race trim on Baseu. What can inters do? 14 laps. So 14 laps, 15 laps it is. Look at the performance gained, by the way, on the right hand side when we come off this menu. Getting an absolute load from reliability there. 435 and 405 respective. We're going to go with driving style, push and overtake, overtake and push on both cars. And let's have a look here then. Decent start from both drivers, but the Thornton's already mixing up with us in Sonainen as he takes the lead of this race. Unfortunately, I think they've done a bit more wet weather practice than us, so hopefully it doesn't affect us too much. And it looks like they're also on lower fuel loads. Sonainen sets fastest lap of the race as Cyril and Vial now battling. We're going to go down onto push and medium on the tyres. In fact, we're going to keep the tyres on push because temperatures aren't going up too drastically, and I'm not convinced this is going to last for very long. We're going to follow Cyril, who has overtaken Vial for second, already behind Sonainen. Can he get past the Thornton? Round the outside, yes he can. Phenomenal overtake there from Cyril. Vial, can he follow him? Just about. Looks like it's a done deal. It is indeed. We are 1 and 2 in this race. It's not quite so great for our bonus payments, to be honest. I'd rather finish second and third right now. But let's not tell them that. First and second it is. As we go through, we're going to bring the tyres down in neutral because otherwise we are turning through them. And it looks like we will get the full 12 laps out, so let's actually go into conserve, bring those tyre temperatures right down. Thought the tyres would go down quicker, that was not the case. But we've got some gap over Blanc now with Vial, 3.4 seconds. Besseu flying away out in front. These temperatures are not coming down now. What is the track temperature? That's what I need, 30 degrees. Not ideal, that's very, very hot. In fact, I'm going to put Besseu onto backup in an attempt to get these tyres to last. They're all in neutral and a couple on conserve, so it's interesting. They're making their tyres either last or not churn through as fast. Besseu is getting more out of these tyres though, so hopefully if we can get these temperatures to come down, we can make this stint a bit longer than everyone else. Going to go into, tempted to go into medium fuel, but I'm not going to just yet. Another few laps and then I will. We're still on good fuel for what we've got left. We've got a number of laps of our stint left. Looks like we're going to be on inters for a long way yet though. Besseu in first, doing a great job there. In fact, setting his faster lap than his last lap. Think we may have messed this up with strategy just a little bit. Looks like the rain isn't going to stop anytime soon. We're going to go into medium fuel, just trying to see this weather system out and see what's going on. We are 1 and 2 though, but 6 second gap from Vial to Blanc. So we've got the space that we need to do stuff. We're on similar tyre wear. In fact, we're actually doing very well on tyre wear just now. We're going to bring it back onto conserve. If my computer doesn't lag. That was very much computer lag there, guys. I did click that, it didn't work. So, first and second. Besseu sets the fastest lap of the race right now. 8 seconds over Blanc for Vial. If we can make it to lap 14, we can switch and make this a one-stopper. Need to be able to make lap 14 though. So we're actually going to go into backup on fuel as well, just to make sure. I want to make that switch at the right time. Besseu set another good lap. Not sure if that was the fastest lap of the race or not. Let's have a look. Does it give us that information? This would put us into second in data center. There we go. Fastest laps is what I'm looking for. Lap chart. So Vial. Nope. You. Nope. Go to lap leader. Nope. Pit stop history, position tracker, live timings. Fastest lap 126.3, 126.9. Anyone else even in the 126s yet? No. That's good news then. So we have the fastest lap of the race already, and we are lapping faster than everyone else. Of course, we do have to go through that dry stint. Should we make it that far? Hoping we will. May pit one of our cars a lap early here, but I think we've got another 2 laps left in us. No, we don't. We've got to pit Besseu this lap. This is not good news. I needed to get another lap out of him. We'll go for this. We'll pit for 13 laps worth of fuel. Any part fixes? No. Balance pit stop? Yes. Wait a minute. Why was that pit stop so long? So, super softs. Okay. So it's all fuel that's costing us time, and we're going in early for the super soft, which is not ideal. We are a pit stop ahead of Blanc though, just about, so hopefully it pans out okay. No mistake on the fuel in here, please. Come out in third. We're on the wrong tyre though. Vial, He's got just about another lap in him. No, you cannot come in for Inter, so Vial need to make this work. Does he have a lap in him? No. He's going to have to because I've gone past the pit lane. 11 laps remaining. We'll go for 12 laps worth of fuel. We've gone past the pit lane and we're going to run out of fuel with Vial here. It's going to be about the right time to pit though by the time he gets back round. How much fuel is he going to have left? He's not even halfway around this track and he's going to run out. This is not good news. No, he's run out here. Cyril will actually catch him now. That is not good news at all for Vial. He's actually got into the pit lane. He's got into the pit lane. That's good. We are now just about onto the right tyre when everyone else is not. We're going to go with medium fuel on both cars. In fact, we're going to go on high fuel with both cars and neutral tyres while we've got the advantage. Besseu should start shredding into that lead of Blanc's. Vial should fly past a lot of these Inter's runners as well, so hopefully he can make up for that. Blanc's making repairs, that's good for us. In fact, Vial comes out in third, so that is great news. The timing of the pit stop outweighing the damage done with the loss of fuel and the early pit stop in terms of Cyril's timing. Right now, Besseu has just set another fastest lap of the race. Vial's fairly quick as well. 7-second gap over Cyril, but he's lost 20 seconds. That is the damage that was done just by losing fuel there. 20 seconds. And Cyril was on the wrong tyres for that lap as well. So, huge damage done there. Cyril into the 128s now. 125.8s now even. Blanc into the 125.0s though. Fastest lap not looking quite so likely, but Cyril got a huge gap in front of him. Or behind him rather. He is lapping at a decent pace. It's going to be very difficult for Blanc to close that gap. I expect him to catch Vial, but hopefully won't catch Cyril, and we can take a race win for our troubles. We should be good there on ultra softs, but we should be good for the rest of this race. We're going to go into conserve just to maintain these temperatures just a little bit because they are getting a bit hot. Cyril saying he's going to need to fix some parts, so let's just go down onto medium and medium on Vial as well. Make sure these cars get to the end of this race. It's not going to be any disasters for mitigation this. We've lapped faster than Blanc on that last lap with both cars. We've got spare fuel. The engine will blow up if I give you that spare fuel. Lads, please do not question my decisions. Blanc sets the fastest first sector of anybody. Half tempted to see if we can make Cyril pit, come out ahead of Blanc and go for the fastest lap. That would be interesting now, wouldn't it? But at the same time, it's not worth the risk. I'd rather have the points in the bag. Championship wise, this would leave us second, comfortably second, but well behind Thornton still. That's fine. Comfortably second works for me. We are now into red flashy parts territory. How many parts are flashing? Engine. Just going to go into low. I don't think low's required in this instance, but just make sure he gets to the end. There's no rush. He's got a 20-second gap to Vial in second and 26 to Blanc. The last thing you want is a engine blowing up when you're that far in front. There's no need for us to push the engine to an extent where it's going to blow up. Last lap now. Besseu comfortably in front still, 20 seconds ahead. Last lap was a bit slower than everyone else's. Blanc taking a chunk out of us with his 125.0 again. But Besseu should come home for the checkered flag, and does. Our first win that I remember in a championship. It might have been another one, but it's definitely our first 1-2 as Vial comes home for that. perfect weekend for us. First and second in practice, first and second in qualifying, first and second in the race. Absolutely smashed it, lads. Who needs to build parts when you can just take the reliability out? That's the advice I'm going to give you for these championships, boys. Worry about the reliability of parts, not what the parts actually do. Got an extra couple of laps out of Vial there on the inters, which made the strategy for him stick. Unfortunately, if I just had another lap of fuel in, I think we would have won that race even more comfortable, and those two cars would have been right up there together. Nonetheless, 1-2, who cares that they're not right next to each other? Cyril Boussault only 9 points behind Blanc in the championship now, and we are only 23 points behind, with a decent little gap to Boa Espionage. We must have lost the fastest lap at some point there, because I had it when I last looked, because we were at 71 points when I checked the standings previous. Not sure why, because I don't think we had the fastest lap when I looked. I'm pretty sure that went to Blanc. Either way, doesn't really matter. Second in the championship, boys. Trait's not letting me click that, so that doesn't matter. Chairman happiness, markability back up. Excuse me, decent amount of improvement here. Feedback's going to be up soon. Adaptability is going to be up soon. All these stats going to go up as well. Really happy with that. 59,000 profit. Obviously, that's including the bonuses. So again, we've made money. So we're in very good shape for this season. So yeah, I'll pip this out. Accept that interview. Never. I want my drivers to race, particularly in that situation. Let's see who wins. Contract offer accepted. So let's have a look. So Vial's contract, he's currently on 405, so we're saving 40,000 a race. His bonuses, can we see his current bonuses? Driver details, contract, is that available to look at? Race bonus first for 90,000, so he's now got us a bonus for qualifying as well, but we've reduced his race bonus and for winning by 18,000 as well. And the difference in terms of his qualifying bonus will be made up with cost per race being lower. So we're going to sign that. Vial signing a new 29-month contract. Cyril, I'm debating renewing Cyril. I'm tempted to bring someone else in. If I'm honest, I've got a scout report come through for Hernando Benito. Looks decent apart from his braking. 5-star potential. At Archer, decent all round. Definitely be worthwhile approaching. Marketability is a bit lower than what I'd want though, so I'm not going to do that just yet. That will end this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.